morning, y'all. What's happening this morning? We are back on the driveway. We are going to spend a little bit of time this morning, or today, pushing some of these banks down. We're up at the top. Here comes Zach. He's going to start digging some of these trees out right here. We're going to take some of these trees out right here, and I'm going to cut this edge off this morning. I already came down before I started filming and knocked this little edge off right here. Maybe Zach can get through here a little bit easier. But that's our goal today, is down here just beyond this point on the driveway where we broke all the rock out. We're down to the rock where we drive up here, and it's pretty rough. So I think what my plan today is to push some of this dirt down and actually cover that spot. I'm hoping that in the next week or so here, we can get enough of this kind of worked out to where we can maybe even get a load of rock or two in here out of our way. Zach, I got a road here for you, so you should be able to make it down there. Just start pulling these trees out down there. Not that big one.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get a load of rock in here fairly quickly. So it makes it a little bit easier for us to get up and down the driveway, at least for now. My plan is to get the driveway to a point where we can actually use it fairly well, but not finish it 100%, because I got a couple other projects that I'd like to get started on, just because it's getting cold. So there's just certain things that we're probably not gonna want to do when it's in the 20s, even though we're probably still gonna have to. Whatever. Work don't stop because you're cold. Work don't stop because you're hot. So yeah, that's what we're doing this morning. Making this a big old corner, getting rid of that side over there, and this thing, by the end of the day today, when we're done, this thing should be much wider here at the top. And I'm gonna try to go back here and push some of this down and make this even easier to get a regular old pickup truck up here. So, you guys ready? Let's get to work.
Get these trees pulled up one, and I'll get all the tools and shit. Go ahead and roll it forward and slow. Keep going. Done.
y'all, that's it for what is day one of probably this 2-day video. Let's see, what did we do today? We moved trees around. Zach dug some trees out. We got them moved. As you can see, and the trees are just absolutely gorgeous right now. We probably got another couple of weeks of some color, and then I'll bet you everything will be on the ground beyond that. Let's see, what else did we do? In the middle of Zach digging trees up, we got the track off the machine, which you guys saw us putting that back on. Got a couple trees out around this corner, and I shoved a little bit of this corner down. I think we're going to end up taking a lot more. I kind of wanted to do just a little bit and see what it looked like. I want to keep this guy, but it's just a huge, beautiful tree, but I just don't think it's going to be able to stay. I think once we get this stuff pushed down where at the level it needs to be, there's no way there's going to be any support there for the root system. So, yeah, I got some of this pushed off, widened this out based on what we took off the bank here, and knocking that down a little bit more. And then I just came down and kind of pushed some of this dirt down over all these rocks down here. Just basically the bottom of the base of where we stopped breaking rock is just pretty jagged. I mean, none of that stuff comes off like it's super flat typically. So I'm trying to smooth that out a little bit. So got that smoothed out just a tiny bit. This is wide like a super highway through here. I really don't need it to be that wide, but just other than trucking this dirt away and doing something different, which I'm not going to do, this is what we end up with. So, yeah, I got a little bit of dirt in here, and I shoved some of this down because that big tree right there, I'm going to try to get behind that, and we're going to dig it out some more, and I'm going to push that, try to push it straight down the driveway. That way we don't have to drag it out of the woods again, and it goes down in the woods and it just destroys about 3 or 4 trees in its path. The only reason we did that before was because we were short on time and had to do what we had to do. But I think now you're going to start to kind of get an idea of where this is going to go to, and I'm going to try to stop it right on the edge of those trees. So from this rock to where that thing is at the bank right now, where I pushed this down earlier, that is probably how wide this section's going to be right here. Now it'll widen out as it probably goes up the road there, but this right here is really wide. It's plenty wide. When this tree goes down, same thing. We're going to fill this in. So this is going to, end up going probably out that way another, I'd say 4 feet or so. So that's going to be just as wide as it is right here. And let's see. And then, of course, we got to clean this up, get these rocks out of here. We got to clean all this up. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do. Now, we do need fill, which more than likely will come from up there like it did today. We got a lot to move from up there. But as you can see, this slopes down. This is all going to have to be built up to match this. We definitely don't want it to be sloping that way. If anything, we want it to be sloping toward the bank, which here we probably won't do that just for drainage. But I feel like it's starting to take shape a little bit as to what the kind of the finished product is going to be. We're getting done what we can. But what we need is we need another week with a skid steer. I'm working on that right now. That way we can transfer some more of this dirt from up there to the bottom, and we can get these rocks. Some of them we're going to keep. A lot of them we're going to use at the bottom of the driveway, maybe for just fill to stabilize the driveway, to make sure that it's got some real structure in it, along with all the dirt. So, but like I said, I think this will probably be a 2-day video, this being day 1. And so the next time we come back, which might be a day or so, we'll get right back on it. I'm not 100% sure where we're going from here. Might be a good idea to go ahead and start taking that tree down, get it out of our way. That's something that we got to get done before we were to get another skid steer up here. This stuff here, I'm not sure what we're going to do with this. I don't know if we're going to wait until we get the skid steer, or I'm just going to go ahead and start working on it and start shoving it over this way and down the driveway so we can use it for fill down there. So that's it for today, guys. We're getting out of here. We had a great day. We're going to have a great night. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you back here in this video in a day or two. What's up, y'all? Good morning. Welcome back. I'm pretty sure this is a 2nd day video. And we're working on the driveway. So it's going to continue with that for a while. But today, we've got some of these trees out of here. And I'm going to start shoving this bank down so I can kind of get an idea of what I want to do here. And I'm swiping this off to the side to get this widened out, because hopefully in about a week we'll start thinking about switching gears on the project, moving along to something else, and hopefully eventually we're going to have to get some concrete trucks up here. So that's our goal. So Zach's going down in the driveway to work down there. I'm going to start working right here. Let's get to work. well. We got a little bit of stuff done today. Zach has been grabbing rocks from the bank, moving them to make it easy for us to get them starting tomorrow when we start moving these rocks down to the bottom and start filling the driveway in. Now, that's gonna kind of start our finalization of how we're going to transition from the street to the driveway, because we're going to change it from where it's at now to kind of a different location. So we'll start that stuff tomorrow. Zach's going to grab a few rocks up there and move some stuff out of the way, make it a little easy for us to drive up and down the driveway in the truck. Kind of have to do that almost every day so we can get up there. We got it pretty narrow in here. Eventually, this pile here will be pretty much gone, at least up into the rock. I mean, you can see that when that rock comes off the driveway. Now, we're probably going to be able to knock a couple of these sections out of here. This stuff is really kind of flaky. So, little spots here, I can get the dozer blade under it and raise the blade up and it just pops them up. Once we get this stuff out of here and we can see where we're at. Now, another thing is that we're probably, we may end up moving, a little bit that way, like, to that tree at least is going to be, this will be gone. We might end up going maybe over to this tree, going over another 3 feet or something. Depends on what we end up with here, just to make sure it's plenty wide enough. So yeah, Zach's got his stuff done down here. As you guys saw, I was moving that down up there, pushing that bank down, pushing the bank over, and moving that dirt down here. Basically what I'm doing is I am moving that dirt right next to this rock, because that is like a bed of rock and it's really rough, so we got to build that up some. So I worked on that today. That's about how it goes around here. So yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. We'll make our way up to the top, put our stuff away, be back tomorrow, more substandard, but it'll be an awesome day nonetheless. Y'all have a great night. I know we will.